What's good, mi familia? It's your boy J PizzZa, your favorite cannabis Cugine, live from the Good PizzZa podcast. We want to break bread with all of you today. Invite you to our table to smoke some good tree, talk good pizza, and vibe out with us. Today, we have a very special guest. This lady to the left of me, someone I've known my whole life, okay? She's a kick-ass mom. She let me fall on my face, scrape myself back up. She was always in my corner. She's always been one of my biggest supporters, and she grows some killer herb, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Joanne Casali, my mama.
Thank you.
Hey.
Hey. Peace, peace.
What's up, mama? How you doing?
Very good.
All right, welcome
Pretty
to
good.
California. Welcome to sunny Sacramento.
Couldn't wait to get
Packed
back,
town.
man. It's time.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Well, so I usually kick this off with first. Let's talk about the theme is going to be bringing it back to the roots. It's only right? And the weed we're going to review today is Roadblock, grown by my partner Exotics 916. He was supposed to be on the podcast today, and ladies and gentlemen, the life of a grower. You can't always guarantee where you're going to be at. He's growing out he's building out a 30 lighter. One of his guys has quit on him, so he's been hacking away for the last 5 days dolo. So he couldn't be with us today, but it happens. It happens. So anyway, tell us about the come up. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Watchung, New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah. And,
Jersey.
Very wooded area, very rural. We're not allowed to have any kind of bicycles because the road was too busy. So, it was even better because we couldn't have a bicycle, we got mini bikes. We tore up the neighborhood instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys used to steal gas?
Yeah, my mother's car. I learned how to siphon gas out of her car, and it was.
Oh, so you were a fun kid.
She didn't like it too much. No. Yeah.
Were you
good.
into what were you into in high school? Like any sports or anything, or just
No
kicking
sports.
ass and taking
Just
names?
no sports. Pretty much the drama club,
All
and not to be acting, but painting, since background is art. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom is an artist.
And were your parents like super fun to make like fun kids tearing up the neighborhood on bikes, on dirt bikes
Well,
and
they knew half of it. Yeah.
stuff? So it was you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yo, they used to have parties like, you were just telling me this, like they would go out to they weren't going away for the weekend, they were going out to dinner.
Oh yeah,
friends.
back in the day, I'd pick up the mail, and the invitations to parties were, about 3 inches by 2 inches, the small little cards. I'd to bring them in and get the tea kettle going and steam open that envelope, open it up real easy, and okay, oh, I know they're going to that party. Glue it back up again, and then spread the word that we were having an open house at the house.
We're having a party too.
Not going on vacation.
Going out to a dinner
No.
party.
Oh my God! And we even had our own cleanup crew too, so everything was spotless by the time they came back.
But tell them when you got busted though.
Oh yeah. They were going to a cast party, and that was only a road over, and so therefore there's no
road
leaves
over.
on the trees, and they're looking down and looking at their driveway, and they're going, it's filled with cars all the way down to the main road and then alongside the road. Well, they had to park on that and hike up. And my mother's coming through the house with a puss face, and my father's behind her going, like that. Look what they did now.
That is crazy.
Yeah. We got busted.
I
Yeah.
am understanding JP for
Right.
the first 5 minutes of this show.
So I had to bring her out, folks. That's why I had to bring her out.
So the apple did not fall far from the tree, I tell you. Yeah.
How about higher education? What'd you do after high school and all that?
After high school, I went to one college, and it was secular for women. It was just not my bag, so came home, worked for a year, then reapplied and went down to Virginia Commonwealth University.
All right.
And went into the School of Commercial Art, which I said, oh, that was a mistake. This is too dog-eat-dog. I should have applied to the School of Fine Arts instead, so I could paint and stuff.
Yeah.
So It was a short stint. I did not graduate college, but it was fun. It was a
Yeah, I bet.
well. That's where the experimentation with acid started. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me about when you guys were on mescaline playing tennis. You just told me a funny story about that yesterday.
Oh yeah, me, 3 friends. There's 2 guys and 2 girls, and we decided to do mescaline. We were out on the court for about 8 hours, and we weren't hitting too many balls. We were hitting the trails. So.
I feel like this one's gonna get the most views.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
One love.
Oh yeah, one love, right?
Did you say your man's like went up on the fence? He's like, I'm gonna get the high balls.
One of the guys like crawled up the chain link fence and he said, "I'm gonna get the high ones."
So for 8 hours, this
batting
dickhead
the
was
air.
on top of the fence. Oh man.
Yeah, yeah.
So how long you been growing weed, Ma?
Oh, that started back when my parents had their Watchung house. So we were growing in his garden, which was defunct. So we figured we're going to grow little green trees. And we taught him how to pinch them back when
In
we
my
were
grandfather's
around.
garden.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then we had to clear it out. He said the guy that was cutting the lawn kept looking at it. And I'm going, all right, they're not really ready yet, but okay, if we have to. So we had to pull them out. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
Was weed your first entry into smoke any kind of drug?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
At what age was that?
Yeah, that's a good question.
16.
Oh, 16.
16.
16.
Yeah.
Start growing at 17?
Mm-hmm.
Liked it?
Liked it. Continued. Stopped growing. Didn't have the area to do it in, but kept partaking.
Right.
Right.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Tell us about a weird skill you have. I know you have a lot, but share it with my audience.
A weird skill?
This is Life Hack City right here. She's being shy.
Yeah. A weird skill.
I put her on the spot.
Yeah, you did put me on the spot. You can give me that one before.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Or any cool life hacks or a cool tool you got or something.
A cool tool?
Yeah.
I don't know. My saying is.
We'll take your saying.
We'll take my saying. What was my saying? What is it? Life is. You have to have fun, or you're not gonna. We're here to have fun because we don't have that much of a life anyway. So it's like you might
You're not
as
here
well.
for a long time, we're here for a good time.
We're here for a good time. Yeah,
That's
right.
the saying, yeah.
That's the saying. Yep.
So,
Great motto.
that's a good one. That's a good
I
one.
kind of rock with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not here for a long time, we're here for a good time. She taught me that young. I've heard, you know what's crazy? I heard some other people say that. And I was like, damn, was that Mom? Did you make that up?
No, I didn't make that up. I
Okay.
probably found that on
I'm
Saturday
over here
Night
telling
Live.
people you made that up for the last 10 years, Mom. I'm like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
my mom's shit.
Yeah, yeah.
That-
Okay,
that
cool.
sound like something
Either way, it's a good
Either
one.
way,
It's
yeah.
not like some guitarist would say.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yes. That was definitely coined in the 60s, for sure.
Absolutely.
So if you could go back to your younger self before you got in the game or whatever, or wherever stage in life, what would you tell the younger you?
The younger me,
Yeah, some real life advice, you know?
real life advice. Oh, don't sweat the small stuff. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Because everybody can get your pants in a bunch if you start doing that stuff. Go with the flow. I've become a whole lot more chill now that I've reached the age that I'm at, and before I used to be like this, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, what's next? Am I gonna, you know? Well,
I feel like you've
single,
always gone with the
single
flow.
mom raising
Yeah.
2 boys.
Yeah.
2 boys are on opposite side of the spectrum too. So that was a challenge.
Right.
Yeah.
You're forced
Yeah.
to be on
Yeah.
24 a day.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
For at least 20 years. Yep, I got a 9 and 11-year-old now.
Yeah. Yeah, you know.
Right,
what's
and
up.
that was about the time when I ditched the husband, and they were 9 and 12.
9 and 12, yeah.
9 and 12, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was just us 3.
Yep, it's just us 3, yep.
Yeah.
I got a good question. Were you good at growing weed when you started? Like, did you get good fast?
No, I had to really understand it, what I could do with it. And it wasn't until later on that, you know, everybody's got their style of growing, but I went outside the boundaries, I think, because it's a weed. You can't kill it. I mean, you can try really hard to, but I was doing different growing techniques, like bending it down to the ground and then watching 7 more come up, and I'm going, oh, that increased my yield. Well, let's wait till they get real big. We'll bend them down. Let's see, 7 times 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, right?
Yeah.
So it.
What about that tech you were using with the bottles with the
Yeah, they're called wicking tubs.
There you go, wicking tubs.
Yeah, I found this YouTube channel with this Midwesterner out there, and he's talking about wicking tubs with this, you know, Midwestern, and I'm going, what is he doing here? You know, so they ended up being, they were pretty good. I mean, I could self-feed it. It self-waters itself. It provided oxygen down by the roots, which the roots need, and so it was pretty interesting.
Almost like with the microbial, like with the you were early with that. Where like now the guys are using the cocos with the plants feeding themselves, all kinds of in turn process. And yeah, guys are getting results, but that's dope. You were playing with that, like
yeah. She showed me that. I was like, yo, that's crazy, and it's cool because when they're in veg, like it's hard to burn the plants because like you're feeding it from the bottom, so the roots are looking for it and they're coming down.
They're all looking for everything and they're coming up. Well, actually, halfway down before the soil ever went in there, all the nutrients got sprinkled in there, and then the dirt went on top, so it forced the roots to find the food.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do you consume cannabis? How do you use or consume cannabis? What's your favorite?
My favorite is, I do still like to burn it because I want to taste it. Yeah. But I'm getting older, so it bothers my throat. So I like vaping. It doesn't take much to get me high, and I make my own gummies too.
Nice.
Yeah, she makes some killer gummies. I'll bring you some next time I have some.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hooked up Rodney's mom with some. Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool.
Now, if you don't mind,
No, go ahead.
I have a JP question.
Go. Go for it.
Now, how did it feel when your young son JP, when you found out he enjoyed the plant?
Oh, that's a funny story too. Well, this is one of the stories.
Yeah.
I was like doing chores around the house, and I saw he had a bunch of friends over, and we had a big old barn in the back. There's about 4 or 5 of your friends down there, and I knew they were getting high, and I'm going, I'd like to get high. So I walked down there, and they're all like stiffening up, and then going, oh, hi, Mrs. Murphy. I'm going, and then he goes, oh, she's cool, and everybody like relaxed, and I said, oh, who's got it?
Bro, every time, bro. She just come in a scythe like this.
Yeah.
Look at whoever had it.
Who's got it?
And you gotta give it up smooth as mom, man.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
oh yeah, shit. Here
You on
go.
my property,
Shit.
you
Oh,
smoking
shit.
weed
Mom's
on my
cool
property, and you're not sharing it with me? What's up with that?
What's wrong with y'all, man?
Immediately becomes the greatest mom.
Yeah.
She didn't have some ciphers, bro.
And then I was the cool mom, right? There you go.
It goes, is my mom gonna get called to? Oh, she wants to hit the joint.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
For the win. Can I stay the night on Saturday?
Yeah.
Hey, you have to use any eye drops around me, pal.
Nah. And even like when we got older, like it was all the older homies, all the thugs in the cipher, you know what I'm saying? She come out the door like, give me that. Everybody, give it up smooth. Oh yeah, here you go, man. Here you go.
Exactly. And mine was like
And just take a couple hits. Here you go. Thank
mine
you.
was pinching my parents' weed for a few years through high school. And then about 18 was about time they realized that I smoked. Like fucking, my dad actually realized it earlier, but he didn't say nothing because he used to have me pee in a cup for his work. And then at some point he just stopped. At some point when I was in high school, he just stopped. I never got him a fail, but he just stopped asking me. So I think he just
I thought you got him a fail, dude.
No, I
Damn.
didn't. But he had just stopped. So after that, they realized. Then I started giving it back to them.
Right.
Like and still to this day.
Right.
But yeah, it was kind of similar.
Dope.
That's awesome.
Love that. Tell me about, let's talk about weed etiquette. I like to ask people, what's your pet peeve of weed? Like, what does somebody do that just annoys the fuck out of you?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn. Shit.
No. Well, weed etiquette is like when you pack a bowl and you're going to share it, you're supposed to light the edge so you always have a green edge to smoke off of. But I have friends that just go over and torch the whole
Just
thing.
murder
And I'm
all
going,
the terps,
well,
one
why
shot.
don't you just finish it, okay? And then I'll pack another one so I can smoke it the way I want to smoke it.
Since you want all
know?
the terps.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's
Did
good.
you say that on another episode?
Yeah, we just talked
Yeah.
about
We
this.
just
We
talked
just
about
talked
that.
about this. Lighting the bowl
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
side.
Light it from the side. And the next one lights it from the side.
Light
you
from
all
the
get
side, guy. What's your fucking problem?
Everybody gets a green hit.
They want
Right.
to do the fucking, the swirl. You know
swirl,
what I'm saying?
the
Light that
swirl,
whole
yeah.
shit up.
That's right.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Like I just want to taste ash behind you.
Right, right. That's crazy. I really get a different answer every time. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. Favorite place to smoke?
Favorite place to smoke?
Could be wherever. Beach,
Oh, beach, you
fucking
can't get it lit.
state. Yeah, you're right.
Can't
Beach
get it
is a
lit
little
on
tough.
the beach. It's a little tough.
The thought of it's nice.
The thought of it's nice.
know?
Mostly like in the woods, the forest.
Woods. Yeah, I can
Woods,
get down
yeah.
with some woods.
Nature.
Yeah.
Be near a stream, kind of like mellow out near there and stuff like that. And then when you get up, you hope that you don't fall on a slippery rock because you're too stoned.
Safety first.
Yeah,
Ladies
safety
and gentlemen,
first,
Safety
right.
first.
What did psychedelics do for you?
Oh, I loved it.
You loved it?
I really did.
So recreational
Yeah,
or like?
recreational. Yeah, recreational.
Like, yeah, it's the
Just like
fucking
that.
60s. What are you talking about? We weren't
Yeah,
doing
it was
that to
like-
fix ourselves.
No, it was
I was
like-
getting
it was
fucked
like-
up.
Now we know.
Now we know you can actually
that
heal
you
yourself with
actually were
psychedelics.
doing medical
Yeah,
things to
yeah.
help
It was
yourself, but
more so, it's like, see, it was, yeah. When I was down in Richmond, yeah, I had
You got
different,
busy down there,
different
Mom.
kinds.
God damn.
Different kinds, yeah. Window pane came along.
Window pane, what's that?
that was an old school type. That was a famous type of.
You could
acid?
either pop your
Window
your
pane,
your
that sounds
your
wild.
eye thing down and just stick it right in there. It would dissolve,
Oh,
but
can you?
it would go right. There you go right.
Where
right,
can I get one?
Right to the blood.
The fuck?
Right into the blood. Right into the blood. Or you can put it in this way. Your cheek
Yeah,
veins
that's
and
how,
stuff like that.
Yeah, civilized humans take
Civilized,
acid. Mom.
yeah,
Jesus.
exactly. Yeah,
Jesus.
civilized. Well, I didn't do it that way. I did it this way, but I
Yeah.
was taught both ways that you could do it.
Jeez.
There was a lot of hash, but no. The window, aside from the window pane, then there was blotter. There was always a lot of blotter. And there was one time I was out in Wyoming visiting my sister. She was in a summer stock theater, but made friends with the artists from the art gallery, and we went on an adventure to Montana. And we all did a blot from the Declaration of Independence. And,
That was what the acid was on, the declaration.
Yep.
It's better and better.
And we went out to these moose bogs, and if you ever stood on a moose bog, it's like walking on a waterbed.
Is it like grass?
Yeah, it's really tight grass. And that's where the moose usually come in from the forest and graze in that area.
Yeah.
But, of course, they probably go through it, but, you're just walking on it. And so we were tripping and going on the moose bogs and stuff like
Why
that.
wouldn't you go there?
Well,
Oh,
I was just following them. That was my ride. And the guy wanted to go fishing, so me and the other artists were like, oh, let's do this.
Well, you go fish, we'll take some acid and go to the moose bogs.
That's it, yeah.
Let me know when you're done, guy. We'll be over here. Fucking melting.
Yeah,
That is awesome.
That's pretty fucking cool, Mom. Wow.
that's fun.
Yeah, your life. It sounds.
Is it
fun.
making sense now?
Sounds like it's been fun.
It has been. Well, it's been a good run. Me and
Yeah.
Ma had a good run,
Like
for sure.
The
just-
journey was good.
Yeah.
Like,
It's good, yeah.
But the journey is good.
It's
not
good,
fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're still rolling,
Yeah.
man.
Exactly.
We're still rolling. What about the first time you smoked weed? Did you tell me about that? And did you get high the first time, or was it like the second time? Like
It
most
was
people?
actually not weed, it was hash.
Just went
It
right
was,
for it.
it was,
God
it
damn.
was, it was right before I was with this youth fellowship. Old friend Kim went with her and her friends. We were going to go to this. We were supposed to see Country Joe and the Fish. at a high school auditorium type of thing. That's just when they were coming out, right? So we get there, and he canceled. So who do we see? Rod Stewart in the Faces instead. Nice,
Damn.
huh?
Damn.
And so I was feeling a little high at that. You know, music probably goes with every drug or incident that happens in your life.
Yeah,
Experience.
yeah.
I always, you know, if I see a song on the radio, I go, oh, that's what I was doing back there. Oh, I remember that time, you know?
It happens
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's such a big part of my life that, you
Yeah,
remember
man.
all those albums, what car you had,
Yes.
what friends you were riding.
Which one of your man stole the fucking CD from you and didn't give it back?
Music. And then, you know, it's like...
I know all of
I
them.
know what album was playing, not all of them.
They probably still owe you money.
And what drugs you were doing, too.
Yeah, that's a fact. I did like doing certain music, you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
Like, it sounds like it doesn't stop, because I had a similar existence. Dirt bikes as a kid, acid and fun drugs as a youth, and then falling into weed as a comfort.
Yes. Let's just ride this one out. We
can
ride this one. We'll keep this one around.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not even a big alcohol guy. I probably drink once a month.
Same.
But
makes it more fun though.
A daily part, and still, even like DMT once a year.
DMT once a year is good
just for
to reconnect.
Up and recharge, kind of.
Yeah.
Take that 7-minute ride. But it sounds like the times still don't change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's
for
still
real.
The patterns of growth and the levels of, and if you're one of the cool kids like Mom was, and not one of the squares, then you have these great experiences on the way. And I mean, you know, the seemingly ones that did everything right the whole way, by the book, seem to have a lot of regrets at the end of it.
They do.
Like, you know what I mean?
Sure.
And it's the ones like us, I believe, that, you know,
really
come to peace with whenever it's over.
Live a rich life.
We did it.
Not money, like a rich life. Like I really lived my life.
And me, I Forrest Gumped it. Like, you know what I mean? I just good person and followed my passions into a great life. Like,
Forrest Gumped it. That's real shit.
You know, it just happened.
I feel that, man.
Yes, all I'm saying is I love your life.
Yeah, it was.
In a nutshell.
In a nutshell, it was fun.
You got.
Fun.
God, I feel weird even asking you this question. You've given us so many good stories. Do you have a crazy story while you're smoking weed? I mean, we just came off the moose acid story. I feel like. Did you ever get too high? Yeah, there we go. You ever get too high?
Get too high.
You start freaking out, man.
Naked in the chicken coop.
Oh.
What?
Colin's birthday, 30th birthday in Queens.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did get too high. I was drinking first, and then I got high. Broke the golden rule. And I was dressed as the Mad Hatter in these black and white 70s big bell bottoms, stripes.
Yeah,
They have a friggin' Astoria, Queens in a gay bar. Black lights on in there, so of course my legs glowed, right?
Yeah.
And I'm getting sick, and they put me up on stage and
I'm trying to pull you to the bathroom
pull
somehow.
Me to the
She's
bathroom.
like,
somebody else is going someplace else, and then I just
and her partner's yelling at me, put her on stage, put her fucking legs up. I'm like, no, she's got to puke. I'm about to start pumping her fucking stomach. But she knows the shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we got her down. They called 911.
So embarrassing in front of their friends. But it's not the
In front of
first
a whole
time that
bar.
happened with his friends.
Whoa.
It's happened in his backyard at his apartment in Brooklyn too. Broke the golden rule
watch her,
again.
man.
Yeah, I know.
We keep a leash on her these days.
Yeah. They're going, did you drink
we
anything?
called the 911.
Okay, now you can smoke. As long as you didn't drink anything. Yeah, right.
We called
Pointing
off the
the finger.
911, and then I remember we all took a selfie like this when you on the ground.
With me on the ground, yeah.
Yeah, I have it in my
You can see like
phone.
stripes in the back.
I'll find that one. We'll post it. We'll post it on the bottom of the episode. I'll find it. Real shit.
Right.
That was a good fucking night.
It was a good night.
My little brother turned 30. No, you didn't. It was a highlight.
It was a highlight.
It was one of many.
One of many.
It's another story, you know?
There's another story, exactly. Yeah.
So, if you could smoke with two people that you've always wanted to smoke with, one dead, one alive, who would they be?
One dead, one alive. Alive it would probably be. Oh, it's a woman I was with not last week. She's 87 years old now, and she's a wizard. Very, very. She is a wizard. She goes. You want to know anything? Just ask me.
Come to me.
I know.
I'm the fucking oracle.
And she used to be my
tell me
like
you a damn wizard, Mom?
my group therapist long in the 90s and stuff. But you know, I've been friends with her. And Dad, it would probably be. No, I don't know, but it could be probably a high school friend that has passed.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, like Jimi Hendrix or fucking.
Oh, you
somebody
mean
like
anybody, those kind anybody, not
any
like,
human that used to be on this earth.
That it used to be
And
on this
who would
earth.
have the 19-year-old you would have wanted to smoke with?
Yeah, do that one.
Oh, Grace Slick.
Who?
Grace Slick from the Jefferson Airplane, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Comedian,
Grace Slick.
Yeah, okay.
That was good.
I didn't know
There you
Grace.
go.
So I gotta ask
I didn't
my
know
own.
each member.
Yeah,
but
okay.
I do know the band.
Yeah, knew the band. Yeah.
But that was a quick answer.
That was real quick.
So
Oh, yeah.
that was your
That
go
would be
band.
that would be yeah sure.
I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That was a quick answer too.
What is what's the first smoking device you ever MacGyvered?
Oh. Found it on my parents' shelf, way up high. They used to have all these little knickknacks, and I saw this pipe up there. I go like, look at that. They're not going to notice this, and then moved everything closer, you know.
Yeah. So what was it?
It was this old pipe, this old wooden pipe. It was like,
No, time out. That don't count.
No,
That's
what?
not MacGyver, Mom.
No.
I'm talking about like
oh,
tin
to make
can,
one? Oh, to
fucking
make
apple.
one. Oh, yeah.
I love that you stole my
Wiffle.
grandfather's pipe to smoke some weed.
It was on the
But
way to
I would do the same thing.
Panama Red concert. We were coming up from Richmond to go to D.C. Yeah, a concert, and there was a wiffle ball in the back. We had weed, but we didn't have anything to smoke it in. I said, electrical tape. Somebody got a big pen. Let's take that apart. And we had a little bit of water or soda or beer or something like that. So we made a little water pipe out of a wiffle ball.
Well fucking done. Wiffle ball?
Wiffle ball, and
Nice.
little aluminum foil at the end for a little
There you
bowl.
Oh,
Yep.
look, see, not lighting platinum. It's pretty good. That's MacGyver's.
Hey,
Yeah,
it is. I'm happy with that answer.
Wiffle ball,
Thank
yeah,
you.
definitely a big pen.
Give me your top 3 growers or companies that you fuck with in the weed game.
In the weed
Could
game.
be old, new, not around anymore.
Not around anymore. Well, I never got any from actual weed companies. It was like what fell in my
On the
lap.
streets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm asking you, OG,
Yeah.
about brands.
Did you have
Let's
favorite-
move right the fuck on.
Yeah.
Did you have
right.
favorite names as a kid? Like
Yeah.
Thai
Oh yeah,
stick or-
Thai stick definitely.
Well, that's our next
Thai
question.
stick. Yeah.
Perfect. That's perfect. Our next
Yeah.
question. 3 strains,
Mm-hmm.
one old, one new, and one deserted island strain. That's all you can smoke for the rest of your life. You fucking stuck.
Definitely Thai stick.
Back to the
Oh,
Thai
it's
stick.
gotta be
A
Thai.
lot
I
of
wish I was
people,
there for that.
I wasn't there for
Most
it.
of them say that.
Thai stick, but a lot of old heads say
For
Thai
real.
stick.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
And they still compare it with
Our
their
shit.
feelings with what
Yeah.
they're doing today. They
Yeah.
still compare their feelings
Yeah.
like we were high, bro.
Yeah.
My dad will still tell you to this day that Thai
And-
stick had me high.
And Acapulco Gold.
Acapulco
See,
Gold.
she- You smoked all the original land
Yeah,
shit.
the
man.
land stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
Acapulco Gold. And there's another one, Panama something.
Panama Red.
Panama Red, right?
Panama Red. Is
Yeah.
that it? Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep, and then it
Damn,
goes
man.
later on, the White Widows. And
Yeah, that was a little later.
Alaska
Alaska Thunderfuck.
and
When
those
weed names were cool.
Yeah, turned
You know?
early, yeah.
So I got my parents stoned on the first time.
What?
Thai stick.
Oh, no shit. Nice.
I wanted to make sure they got high.
That's right. That's right.
Did they like it?
My father loved it. My mother not so much.
Yeah. And my grandmother could cook too, man. I bet y'all ate good, man.
Yeah.
She wrote 4 Italian cookbooks.
Yeah.
And Casali. You can still buy them on Amazon.
Well, no.
Plug,
They're like e-books now.
E-books,
Pretty
yeah.
much, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
E-books,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Amazon. Get you
Amazon, yeah.
Amazon.
And Casali. We'll circle back to that. If a strain was you, like, what would it be? If there was a strain to describe you, Thai stick? Are we going back?
No, we're not going to go back to Thai
Okay.
stick. You know, I've always loved gelato.
All right. So
Yeah.
she has
I have,
mochi
pretty much.
gelato to be specific.
I'll look at
She
his
really
wall
loved
of all
that.
these names and stuff like that, and I go, do you mind if we smoke gelato? I really like it.
Roll up gelato.
Yeah, it's just like a basic go-to strain. It makes me happy,
Good.
relaxed. Yeah.
You see that? She bookmarked the terps, and she knows what to go back to give her that feeling. That's why I tell newbies, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, yo, should I get the indica, or the hybrid, or the sativa, the 80-20 blend? Bruh, just pay attention to the fucking, the terps, bookmark, repeat. All right. So, tell me about some good pizza you smoked lately.
Some good pizza I smoked lately. Well, your roadblock for one.
Oh,
Roadblock.
Hey, speaking of, I think I might light that fucking bad boy up.
Roadblock.
It's about that time.
Yep. That one
Roadblock.
that one
Shout out
was a
Exotics.
total surprise, but the way it carried you, and it just kept carrying you, you know, it's like, oh, this is good.
All right. Oh yeah. What's the most good pizza you ever gifted somebody, and why?
The most good pizza
Yeah.
that I gifted somebody?
Yeah. I know you're in Jersey still.
Oh
so
yeah,
we don't really do
yeah.
that like that
I help
on the
out.
East Coast, but
I help out a neighbor.
you do.
I gift him about once a month.
that's nice.
His wife has Lyme's disease, really, really bad. It went into her brain, so
Oh
she
man.
stutters a little bit. Can't get out of bed in the morning until she gets a little, ripped a little bit high. So, he always asks me. He goes, "You got anything? Can you help her get out of bed?" Yeah, come on up.
That's good
Just give it
pizza.
to him. Yeah.
That's good pizza right
Yeah.
there.
I have a question. What does a good high feel like to you?
A good high.
For when you smoke a joint?
I want to be able to
a good
walk,
question.
number one. Okay.
Walking mandatory.
Walking is mandatory. Like not holding on to anything when I get up off the chair, right? No, no, something that, not heavy indica, but something just so I can be creative. If I just go out into the woods and just start picking up things, and all of a sudden I've got this handful of sticks and stuff, and I'm looking at that, well, what could you be, and what could you be, that kind of thing. It's like, let your imagination go. That kind, creativity. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys are ever in Jersey, you gotta stop by her house, man. It's an ill log cabin sitting in the woods, and the art, like you'll understand when you see all the crazy art all over her house and stick figures, and like she used to get like driftwood and get like a burning tool and burn cool things in the driftwood and gift them. And, you know what I mean? Like she was doing some shit like that when we were growing up.
Whatever I feel like it.
Yeah.
And
That
then,
does in Tampa on the beach.
yeah,
You get
yeah.
seashells and different greenery that he collects them all together. And he
Right.
makes little collages. And some he'll put in like a painting, like
Yeah.
a painting
Yep.
case, like a frame,
Yep.
and make a little collage of shit. Some he'll put in a bowl, in a glass bowl on the
Yeah,
table
man.
with a little artistic piece.
Yeah, just
I'm
to
like,
look
oh,
at all the
man.
stones.
Yeah, man, it's
It's
cool, man.
tactile. You can pick them
It's
up
free.
and look at them.
It's free. It's beautiful. It's nature. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Cool.
Uh,
Yeah.
But yeah, I do the same thing. Keep my creativity going. I learned
Have to, man.
Over smoking kind of stunts it.
Yeah.
It's not staying too high that keeps the creative juices flowing.
Yeah.
It's like 3 hits is better than 9.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
need
yeah.
to be creative.
Yeah.
Right, right,
And
right,
like,
right.
stop there and then dive in. Because that 9 will just kind of stay in focus mode and out of actuality.
Yes.
mode.
Yes.
Like,
That's a very good point, bro. That's a very good point. And I do get too stoned sometimes. And then I'm like, all right, I gotta hop on this tomorrow.
yeah, right.
Creative, like, I can keep doing this, but the creative shit's gone. We're fucking running in circles here. Mom, shout out your favorite plug from back in the day. Or
my what?
Yeah, your favorite plug, your connect, your go-to, your dealer.
Oh man.
Oh man.
your favorite one ever.
Well, I wasn't a favorite one, but he's pretty much the only one that was around. Not naming any names, but having to
Keep it
meet
playing.
him on the road down the street from my cousin's house in the dark
Oh, I
and
love it.
waiting.
This is so good. Any
And
phones?
that's-
No cell phones?
No
back
cell
then?
phones back there. So you have to
Just wait.
just
Damn.
wait until
And
until you
if I
see headlights
Damn.
behind you and going, okay, I hope it's him.
And I see dealers still have the same punctuality even back then.
Right,
'Cause
right.
We've been waiting on dealers
Forever.
Yeah.
Even with phones and GPS and everything else, they'd be like, "I'll be there in 10," and 30 minutes later, you're like, "Where are you at?" And
Man.
so yeah. It's
Oh, and back then they were all seated.
mm.
You know, you want, your finger's worth, but then there was a whole 2 fingers of seeds and this much of weed,
Yeah.
It was heavy.
That's how I used to weigh fingers, right? Or weigh the bags, just
Yeah.
the fingers on the bag, right?
Fingers
Boom.
on the bag.
Let me
yeah,
get,
2
let me get a
fingers,
2, let me
3
get a 3.
fingers, yeah.
That's some
And
boom
then you
bap.
take that album cover and with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
The,
You gotta you rake it up,
Yeah, you
and
break
and
it
the
up.
seeds will go
bring it
down.
up
Would
and
stay
keep
up.
breaking
Yep,
up.
exactly.
Yep.
Thank God, we don't have that problem no more.
And then guess where those seeds went? There was the crapshoot that went into the ground. What grew, right?
Yeah.
What comes up.
Yeah, let's see what comes
Yeah.
up. Exactly.
That's great.
You got any cool truck stop stories? That's the hard left I'm making every show. Some people got them, some people don't.
Truck stop stories. Yeah.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, Mom.
Truck stop. Excellent. Yeah, actually.
What you got,
I do.
Mom?
I was like, one time, it's like when I was married, and it was like one night I couldn't sleep. Your father couldn't sleep. I'm going, let's go out for some eggs and grits. How's that?
All right,
Went down the truck stop, man, Asbury.
all right.
Yeah. Had a big ass breakfast, went home, went to bed.
Oh, hold
You
on,
guys-
Mom.
you guys
hold
weren't-
on. I'm
you
being
guys-
cool,
you
cool,
guys
cool.
weren't
Like
even-
somebody got shot in the parking lot. Somebody got robbed.
like that
something,
kind of
something
thing?
has to happen.
Oh, jeez.
That was cute.
That's
That was
cute.
nice.
All right, all right.
I don't have too many memories of you and my dad.
No,
like
no,
that.
no, I know, I know.
I've done that one.
That's true, too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The silver skillet, baby. That's my spot.
When I lived there, we'd go at 2 a.m. and go
Yes.
get some breakfast. Like,
Yo, it's just like, it reminds me just like the one at home, man.
Actually, I wasn't around too much danger.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I
It's
avoided
a
that.
weird
Yeah,
question.
it is a
It's
weird question.
My next question is usually, do you have any cool acid stories? But you came out swinging on this interview, so you're all good there. We've
Cool
covered that.
acid
Check.
stories.
Cool acid stories. We did that in the intro.
Mm-hmm.
If you had a label, what would you have been, like an artist kid, or would you have been a
Yeah.
beatnik? Would you have been a hippie?
A hippie.
A hippie.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
Right, yeah. I like it.
We got some cool pictures of me and my little brother, like as babies in their weed garden.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll post them at the bottom of the screen too.
Yeah.
I'll dig those up.
Yep.
So now we're gonna do some rapid fire questions. One answer, unless you know.
Okay,
you feel
I'll
like
try.
talking about
Yep, all right.
Do you like to smoke in the hot or the cold? What do you prefer?
The hot.
The hot, all right. BHO or rosin? Like live resin or rosin?
Live resin.
Live resin. Over rosin.
Over rosin. I don't do that much rosin anyway.
All right, all right. She's not a dabber, guys.
Not a dabber. Sometimes.
Yeah, live resin goes in the vape.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
resin. Living soil or cocoa? I know the answer to this.
Oh, living soil.
Of course. You make your own soil. Sativa or indica?
Indica.
New York or LA? That was a dumb question.
Yeah, L.A.
What?
No. Well, New York, of course.
Oh,
But
it's
I thought you're. Oh, all right. As a places, yes.
Yeah.
Definitely New York.
New York?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You went LA. I was like, what the fuck? Have you even been to LA?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. When?
94.
94.
Bro, she been to Montana with an artist colony. You think she ever been to LA?
Basic. That's super basic.
Yeah, right.
She's been to LA. Yeah.
I'm not saying LA is basic. I'm just saying basic compared to the
I mean, I don't like it, but
tripping
I've
with
been to
mooses
LA.
in fucking
Yeah.
Montana. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pizza or tacos? Another silly question.
Pizza.
Pizza. Come on.
Come on.
You answered this one already, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. Gelato Runts Terps or OG Gas?
Oh, gelato.
Gelato.
Runs Terps. Yeah.
Yeah. So cool. So let's get into a little bit of our story. You know, we always had it. We didn't really have it easy, but we always had enough, right? Mm-hmm. And what was it like raising me? Like, what was that like?
Yeah. Well, you weren't always good, but I understood where you were coming from. There's a little bit of me in you, so it's like, I'm not going to raise you like my parents raised me, so I'm going to raise you guys differently. And I just wanted them to be honest with me, that's all. Pretty much, just be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of knew what you were doing, but thank God I didn't get the whole story until about 2 years ago. Yeah.
Remember that time you found that white T-shirt behind my bed?
No, how about if I found that sawed-off shotgun under your bed instead? How's that?
It was wrapped up in a white T-shirt.
That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, listen, it's not mine. It's Alex's, which is way worse.
I'm holding it for somebody.
I'm holding it for somebody, but not
hold
because
it
what you
and give
think.
it back to him.
Not
Got
what
it.
you think, though. It was parked, though. It was just parked for a second. You remember taking showers in the basement, in our dirt basement?
Oh, God, that was a nightmare. There was this, we bought this old house. It was dated back to 1877. And it must have been a farm outbuilding because when we were like looking at it, and I'm going, what the hell is a shower doing down here in this almost mud floor basement and a drain? And
It's
the
just
shower,
mad pipes, exposed
and
ceiling.
the shower
Mad
worked
copper
quite
pipes.
well. But then we had something going on with the pipes in the house or something like that.
The well was fucked up. And
Yeah, the
our
well
water
was-
brown.
Yeah.
No, and it was real hot.
It was real hot,
real hot.
and
Couldn't take showers.
the plumbing was not. And so I rigged up a shower curtain and put a pallet down so their feet wouldn't be on the gunk. And sorry, you got to get clean. You got to take a shower.
So we used to be in that dirt basement, right?
That
And you
dirt
just
basement.
skirt, right off the fucking,
Yeah.
right off the pipe. And I remember like our seat was like a little, beer cooler with a towel on it. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Get your little shit right. And then you take your shower, but then like it was a shitty little drain in the middle of the floor. And it would just be mad soap suds everywhere, always. And cave crickets.
Everywhere.
You know about cave
oh,
crickets?
man, cave crickets.
They're all over Jersey, man.
They're like-
They stay in basements, real damp, dark basements, and they jump at you. They're big
They
black
jump.
crickets.
They don't bite you or anything. But
Nah, but they're creepy, man.
they're
You don't want
creepy.
you taking showers, the
Some
little
of them are
motherfuckers
this
is
long.
shooting across the
And they
fucking basement.
jump.
Right, so this wasn't normal,
No.
right? And my homies would be like, "Hey, bro, let's take a shower." And I'm like, nah, man, let's go skateboard or something, man. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, nah, man. I'm so embarrassed, you know what I mean? But it's like, no, they kept my man like, bro, I want to fucking shower, bro. I fucking, you know what I mean? We was doing all last night. I'm like, all right, come on, bro. So check this out.
Yeah, right.
Check this out. Let me prep you first for what's about to happen, because it's about to change your life.
Yeah, right. It will be
Yeah,
an
man.
experience.
It was crazy. Like we had to fucking. We're filling up gas. We couldn't drink the water, so we're in America and we got no drinking water. So
Right,
we got
so
these
well-
fucking. We would get the milk jugs and fill them up at our neighbor's house with water, and we just set up the water jugs. You know what I'm saying?
Or there was a pump for well water
Right
right
by the
outside the cemetery.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah, we used to use
dead
that
end
too.
street, literally a dead end street.
Two dead ends. A cemetery at each end of our
Cemetery
block.
at either end of the block. Yeah.
Two dead ends.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it was crazy. You couldn't wash your whites there.
Not very well.
Kind of wash your darks, but
Yeah. The
you
water
probably shouldn't.
was-
So I used to wash my clothes in my boy Porter Rock's house, Alex, and then just throw my wet clothes in the fucking
dryer.
in the dry. No, in a garbage bag and
Oh, yeah.
in my trunk. Then
right.
bring them home, use our dryer, and that was my system. You know what I'm saying? To wash clothes, man. And
Gotta do what you gotta do.
And when it's
Yeah.
regular, it's just regular. It wasn't like it was like all right, this is what the fuck we're doing. You know what I mean? We were but it taught me how to be like
Just
resourceful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And all
Yeah.
you need as well.
All you need is love. But listen, we never missed a meal.
Old
I
ass
said,
house.
I said,
Always-
look,
Always
we-
had food for
we
you.
didn't grow up with a ton of money. We had a whole lot of love and some real good cooking.
Yeah.
She could cook. She comes from a long line of cooks. You know what I'm saying? Talk a little bit about that, about our family's like cooking history.
Cooking history.
Yeah.
My mom's.
Go to
mom
Grandpa
and dad-
Casali.
Grandpa Casali. He was a pastry chef.
Yeah.
He was a pastry man. He owned a pastry shop in New York City back in the 20s, was it?
20s, 30s, yeah.
20s, 30s.
And Little Italy.
Little Italy, yep. And then my mother's father, he was a cook.
Amadeo.
He was a cook, yep. And then her mother was a baker. So we had all the bases covered.
Yeah.
A lot of chefs that
Oh, yeah, all of them. And it was like my Grandpa Casali, he was, so we had the Sicilian side of the family, the Casali family. And then we had Northern Italy was the other side of the family, so.
you got to taste the
So Italian and Sicilian, yeah.
Italian and Sicilian.
So any of those arguments, I was always hey, yo, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Hey, I'm out of this one,
Right,
guys.
right,
I'm
right.
both of y'all.
Exactly. The boot and the football.
Boo and the rock, yeah. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
So I'm
Talking
sure
about the
Thanksgiving
mushrooms.
was like really awesome.
Yeah,
As
man.
long as they kept it to meat. But then, there's some that wanted to do the pasta course and then another course. And then it's like food was just too much.
It was a lot.
Growing up when you're little at the table and it's like you excuse yourself after the pasta course and let everybody, I said, and call us in for dessert. So we just got changed in play clothes, went and played in the woods and came back for dessert. And
That's right.
It would just go on and on and on.
Tell how Grandpa Casale used to QC the mushrooms in his yard.
Oh, this was way before we lived with him. The main road was almost like a one-lane road, and this old farmer up the road wanted to come over and eat the mushrooms that were on the front lawn and stuff. And my grandfather goes, "Yeah, sure, help yourself." And he checked back with him in 2 weeks to make sure he was alive. And then
But he knew which ones to take.
and then he would eat his mushrooms.
And then I'll eat them too.
Yeah. Yeah, take as many as you want, pal.
The taster.
You know what I'm saying?
You be the taster.
That's great. How you feeling? You good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, bye.
See you, bye.
Yeah, just checking. That is great.
Yeah.
I love that one the best. Yeah. Really? You did that?
What was your reaction or your experience when that incident happened with that building that just so happened to catch on fire in our town?
What
What was that like?
That was very strange.
Your 12-year-old son.
Your 12-year-old son didn't know he was involved, but, I'm in the kitchen and I'm looking out the back window, way in the back, and I see all these flames. I'm going, what's that all about? And there's a little general store around the corner from us, and she had a garage in the back. And I'm thinking, I'm looking at all these flames. I said, well, it'll be okay because she's right next door to the fire department. So I didn't think anything of it. So I'm still sitting at the kitchen table, and in comes this posse of boys. I'm one of them. And they were like, oh, man, there's a fire. And, oh, really? I mean, like the one that was in the back there? Yeah, that one.
It was a big one.
Yeah, I go,
y'all
who started it? And they're like, I don't know.
Nobody knows nothing.
Nobody knows nothing, right?
For the record.
Well, what happened? I'm going, well, I don't know. I don't even know if you were saying anything to me then. But then
Hell no.
down the line, found out it was he flipped the cherry off of his cigarette, went behind an old horsehair couch, and started smoldering. Started the fire. Right.
This guy.
And this is
12, bro.
Yeah, right. 12.
Burned up the whole building.
I'm in the middle of not quite divorced yet, right? Not
Yeah.
quite divorced yet. And
Yeah.
I'm looking at him. I said, who do you really want to be living with? It's your choice, pal.
Yeah, for real.
Me or your father?
He didn't even find out about it till I caught that case in high school.
Yeah, I know. He didn't find out
And the boy
about
was
that.
like-
Oh, I had to get a
So
public
tell me about this
defender.
arson case you have on your record, and we in the hallway in the court, and I feel them eyes on my neck, like,
You got busted for the arson thing? They caught you?
oh yeah, I got snitched on. So I'm
Yeah,
the
you got
littlest one.
snitched
I'm
on.
12, bro. I'm telling everybody. I'm looking up to him like, listen, here's what happened. Wasn't in there today. Because we used to chill in there. We call it the reefer room.
The reefer room.
And I had everybody's story. The youngest one, You know, thinking back, I'm like, damn, man, I really had it together. Shit. Got everybody together, and then one after another, the cops keep taking us in, and they keep snitching on me and fucking snitching on me. And I read the paperwork. They didn't even try to lie. They lied about what even happened. They're like, JP and Ian were running around the building flicking matches inside. I'm like, what the fuck is what? Way worse than what really happened.
Right.
It sounds like I really tortured the place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I remember my boy E was about to go in. He was the last one. And my boy Dan, he was older. He was like fucking damn near 18. He was 17, 18. He was going to get into trouble. You know what I mean? So he was like, yo, what you want me to do? I was like, bro, just tell him, man. Everybody already snitched on me. I'm just going to eat this shit, bro. Fuck it. I'm just going to eat it. And that was that.
And community service.
Yeah, a little year probation.
You know,
she was light. We were little.
Yeah.
It was the 90s, bro. No.
And I knew
the lady didn't press charges on me. I was still welcome
yeah.
in the store. We were the neighborhood kids.
Yeah. She didn't press charges.
But then you snitched on me when we stole them cigarettes from her. Remember when Crackhead stole them cigarettes?
Right.
He's not a real crackhead. He's my friend Crackhead.
That's his nickname, Crackhead.
Terrible nickname.
Yeah.
It happens. It's a bad one.
Especially as adults.
It's still this poor bastard.
I still call him. No, I don't. I call him by his real name now.
But she's like, nah, man. She gave you that pass on
Yeah.
that fucking charge. She's like,
Yeah.
nah. She's like, yeah. The boys stealing cigarettes from you. They stole a couple cards. Like, fuck.
Right.
But in my older age, I understand that. I understand
You
that.
don't have a juvie
I was a
record,
piece of
you
shit
know?
for that.
Come on.
You're a piece of shit. I was a piece of shit for a long time.
that?
Come on, man.
Yeah,
You
goddamn
know what I mean?
right.
Little
That's the
shitheads.
tough love then.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
That wasn't snitching. That was parenting. That was parenting.
Right.
To me, it was snitching at the time. Goddamn.
Right.
Man, fuck, man. My homies looking at me
If I
crazy
say
like,
it's
damn,
okay,
bro.
then you're going to do it again, right? Right?
Yeah. We shouldn't have
I
did that.
guess we better be cool, guys.
Yeah, I guess.
Did you always know I would make it, Mom?
I was always praying. I was always praying that you made it.
That's
But
fair.
you know what? You know, you kept getting better and better each year. You know, you moved out of the house and hooked up with Tiana and was ready-made family for you. And I said, well, now it's time to prove yourself.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
nice.
And step
Yep.
into the role.
And not so many words, yeah. That's why.
Yep. Yep.
We gotta
Yeah.
step into this role, yeah.
Yeah.
Life will force itself upon
Yeah,
you.
man.
But were you worried about him coming up?
No.
Kid could handle himself.
He knew right from wrong. By that time, like going through college and stuff like that, he knew right from wrong. I mean, if he didn't know it by then, it was like no saving your soul,
Yeah.
right?
Gotta play the rules, man. Gotta follow the rules.
Gotta play
So-
by the rules.
I don't know if you know this, but I created a day called Plug Day. It's June 16th. It's when you
Birthday?
you buy your plug. Yeah, it's my birthday. I selfishly did that one. So you have to buy your plug something nice, or send them a card, or get them a bag or something. You know. So I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, all right.
Just an announcement. It was a thing I created on the first show, and I don't know. I just feel like keep bringing it up.
In addition to
bringing it
your
up.
birthday, I have to send you a card that says Happy Plug Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not you. You're exempt. You're exempt.
Or just say happy birthday and plug.
And plug
And
that.
plug that.
We can do combo cards. It's my birthday. Come on, you don't have to give me a separate card. All right, cool. So this point in time, this is the This Fucking Guy segment. You're gonna tell me a crazy story about somebody where you're like, this fucking guy. There's something recent that happened, something crazy that happened. Just tell me a good story. Some current events, something you think is crazy that we should know.
Something that I think is crazy that you should know. Ooh, that's putting me on the spot here, kid.
Look at the guy.
Oh my God.
This
Yeah, right?
fucking guy. You watch the news
I do.
more than you should.
Well,
It's your generation.
it's my generation. Pretty much, yeah.
You guys can't turn it off.
No, nothing comes to mind for. Like,
We can come
this
back.
fucking-
We
yeah,
can come
we
back.
can
to
come
it.
back
It's
to
all
that.
good.
Yeah.
So normally I go, hey, how did we meet each other? What do we have to do to, you know what I mean? But in this scenario, we've known each other our whole life. So how can my audience help you? Is there anything you're doing right now, Mom, on your mission? Like anything you got going on? that we can help you with? Anything you could think of? Any last words you want to leave us with?
Oh, well,
Order some good pizza.
yeah. You find the right dough around here, which is very hard to do. Find some really good pizza. Yeah. No, it's
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Yeah.
Talking to a
It's
friend
like,
down there, bro.
it's like,
I know.
it's like,
She's
I love it. I love it. She didn't even. Right.
Still-
victory lap. She's
I'm all like,
chilling.
you're like, yeah,
I know where
yeah,
you was
it's like-
going with that. You was talking about some good pizza. She went right to fucking dough. She's like, yeah, go get some dough from a good pizzeria and make
Yeah,
yourself some
well,
good
there
pizza.
isn't any out here, so it's like, forget it.
I was like, order some good pizza.
You know what I mean? But yeah, that's cool. So, Mom, thank you for joining us today. That was fun.
Well, thank you, man.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. It was a pleasure having you on. It's a pleasure having you on.
That was awesome.
That
Absolutely.
was awesome, man. All right, Cugines. Well, yo, thank you for hooking up. I hope you got some game and some good info out of this episode. Thank you for coming to break some bread with us. You know, until then, share some good pizza with a friend. As always, peace, love, and good pizza. We'll see you later.
Peace out.